Welcome to the podcast. My name is Wildfang, also known as the Monica of the group. And I'm also followed by whoever wants to identify themselves as somebody else. You can.
Sorry, I'm not. Yes. I have the big boobs.
Okay, that's
Nani?
not necessary to tell people, but okay. You're the Yuri. And that makes Keenan. Oh my God.
Nani?
Natsuki.
Yes, that would make him the Natsuki. You're definitely the Natsuki, sir. Congratulations. Anywho, you got like the worst character in the world. Or if you want to go back to JoJo, I am definitely Cars all day. But welcome to the podcast, guys.
Fine, I'll be Dio.
Nope. Cars, Wamu, ECDC, or somebody from the Doki Doki Literature Club, except Monica, because I'm Monica. And I'm automatically Cars. And I'm automatically Jotaro. And I'm automatic. So no, he's not being stupid.
Okay,
no. Moving on. After the success of last podcast's freeform episode, which got a lot of views, which is amazing, I decided to implement a moment called the car crash of the week, inspired by so many goddamn videos that me and E4 have watched throughout the week. They are fucking hilarious for some reason. I don't know why, but there's a bunch of videos of car crashes, and the shits are just funny for some reason. And there was particularly one I posted.
Except the ones, the people who actually hit hit pedestrians.
Okay. Those are slightly funny, but that one, I don't know if y'all looked at the one in the group me. I mean, in the Discord where the dude slid on the floor, got hit on the curb, and flew in the air. I don't know why, but that particularly was hilarious. But let's move on. Let's talk about some games first before we get to the whole WWE section, which is a car crash. But so we have an instance of Fallout Miami.
Oh shit!
What?
Sorry, Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot. What is he, a bandicoot? Anywho.
That was a good. That was a good one. That
was good. We're gonna talk about Fallout 76 versus Fallout Miami. One's a mod. One is in the game that nobody wants for real. Because I don't want Fallout 76. It actually could be a good game and everything, but I kind of don't want it. I actually do want Fallout Miami, or just Fallout New Vegas and call it a day. What are you guys' opinions on the mod overshadowing the actual game?
Dark Wave.
I was about to speak.
Yeah, he was. You arse.
I mean, to me, it's nothing really new when it comes to stuff like this, because we have seen on other occasions where, a game or a DLC or of some sort is about to release, and then some people make a mod. They release a trailer, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, this looks better than what we're getting in 2 or 3 months." This just, you want me to tell you what this really tells me? This just tells me the creative minds of gamers out there, that just seem like it doesn't exist in the gaming industry itself, within the company. Mm-hmm. Not saying the 76 won't be bad, or won't be good, I should say. Mm-hmm. Because it very well may be Game of the Year, although I doubt it will be, with Red Dead 2 seemingly looming in the corner somewhere.
It's like, let me tell you something.
But, this just tells you, and not only tells you, but show you the creative minds within our gaming community that's not in the companies as today. You look at, even Sonic mods that come from these creators, these Sonic games, or project games that has yet to be released and probably will never be released, but is looks damn good, better than the shit we've gotten for the last 10 years. You look at, Sony being smart. You look at Lost Soul Aside, or whatever the hell that game is.
Oh my God.
Made by one person. Sony said, no, fuck that. We're taking this, or we're taking you anyway, and we're making that ours. Hey. But you look at that, before Sony stepped in, that game was looking better than Final Fantasy 15 and Devil May Cry put together.
Which is hilarious.
So, you know, will I play Fallout Miami? Probably not, because I just don't care. I'm not really a Fallout guy. I love Skyrim. I can't get into Fallout for whatever reason. I don't know why. Right. But...
And also, fun fact, you want to know something funny? Technically, Sonic Mania is a mod. Technically.
Yeah, it is. Because it's not Sonic Team who made that game. Oh no, Sonic Team does not make that. For the people who try to defend Sonic, no, Sonic Team didn't make it, clowns. Sonic Team aren't that good. So look at the shit we've gotten over the last 5 years.
The last Sonic game was okay.
Okay, Sonic what was it? I have the game. I don't even remember the name of it. I have the game right in front of me, and I don't even know the name of it. Sonic Forces. Sorry. Yeah, that was okay. That was a decent game. I'll give you a golf clap. But before then, the last good one was Generations. Lost World. I mean, I'm not gonna say Lost World was shit, but come on.
Lost World.
But
if they built upon it, that idea of that type of gameplay, the game actually could have, thrived because it had some interesting ideas. It had the interesting DLC, like the Zelda one, the Knights one. And I'm like, if they built upon that as a whole, the gameplay would have been, it'd be great. But they didn't.
I just don't see why they don't build upon Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 and kept that formula going. But that's a discussion for another time.
To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. That Sonic Adventure 1 formula, they tried it with Sonic 06 and they failed. I don't trust.
Well, because Sonic 06,
it's a hot garbage fire.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it was littered with too much Shadow the Hedgehog.
And it was littered with too much loading.
Oh, and Silver the Hedgehog, who I'm happy I've never seen again in a prominent role.
First of all,
thank God.
I love Silver the Hedgehog. Yeah.
Look, man. Look, I'm not gonna say. Look, I'll take Silver over Shadow any day of the week. But at least when I see him again, if he ever comes back, at least it'll be something fresh.
Oh yeah.
You know, because he is the Trunks of that game, of this series. He is the Trunks.
Oh yeah.
So, literally and figuratively, Trunks, just in the hedgehog skin. But that Sonic, I'm not discussing Sonic because the more I hear about Sonic, the more it pisses me off that we're getting a movie next year that I have to go see.
I saw Jim Carrey's name on it, and I was like,
That's Robotnik, I might add. Robotnik. I don't know if he's voicing him or if he's actually going to be physically playing him.
Live action.
Well, Sonic is CG. So
this movie is gonna be so bad.
Guess
who's reviewing it? It's not gonna be me. No, is it gonna be?
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to be the poor soul that go sit in the theater because I am an aspiring critic to go see this garbage.
And you're gonna
Jesus Christ!
And I'm expecting my video 2 days after it.
You'll probably get it the same day while I'm outside the theater, sir.
Oh, okay. I would love that. I would love that completely.
But anyway, it's no surprise that Fallout Miami is getting as much praise as it is. Granted, there are two and another thing people need to understand that Fallout 76 and Fallout Miami are going to be two completely type of games here. So, just understand that. One is going to be a quote multiplayer game, which has now been confirmed to have private servers apparently, and of course mod support.
Of course.
And so the private servers will probably be where everyone does, because everyone else is going to play that as a battle royale, because battle royale are foiled and are already at the top of my list of needs to get off my television. I'm sick of battle royale games at this point, but it is what it is when it comes to Miami. Will it be good? Probably. Do I care? Not really, but have at it. Good job, mod teams, on making something that, most gaming industry don't even think about making nowadays. So, golf clap. A golf clap.
Oh my goodness, it's sad. It's sad at this point. Which also brings me to an extra topic here. So I know we brought this topic up a million times before, but it's been confirmed that God of War not only for a second time proved that single player games are, kind of where a lot of people like playing, but do you guys still think single players are dead, or you think they're still like a prominent thing?
E4, I'll let you go first.
No, as somebody who is playing a single player game right now.
I guess that's her answer right there.
Finish the sentence, or are you just gonna keep?
That actually was it. I'm playing a single player game right now. I'm playing Vampire, finding very much enjoyment, and I'm getting my ass whooped in it. But
holy shit. Okay, all right, because you definitely stopped at the mid sentence. So
I actually didn't. That I just said no as somebody who's playing a single player game right now. And
no, the way you were saying it, you was like no. Well, you was like
I
no.
think you want to go more in depth.
Yeah, but you was like no. It's somebody playing a single player game right now, and it's like. Stop leaving us in suspense. Finish what you were saying. That's what it sounded like. Because the way you said it, the way you said it just sounded like you just wasn't done talking.
Well, you're laughing at it, so I'm glad I made you laugh.
Yeah, because you're a funny woman. Thank you.
Thank you. No, but it's
don't stab
with a hot French fry. Nope. I enjoy playing my single player games, Horizon, Vampire. But then I also enjoy doing my stuff with Overwatch, because then sometimes if I don't have people to play with, cough cough. Sometimes I just just want to play by myself, or if I just unfortunately don't have any friends, I just play by myself with my solely single player games. And then the thing about it, like, it's not that not everything needs to sit here and have an online, or you need to sit here and play with somebody type of shit. Sometimes I do just want to play something by myself. Sometimes I do just want to just play by myself. Not playing online. Not playing with, my husband, even though he does not play video games with me anymore.
Ah, that's a bastard.
I know. He can go kick a bag of rocks.
Oh, man. But can we hear your husband's side of the story, though?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Well, he's not here, so I don't know. Anywho, wait, E4, you're married? Anywho.
Go play in traffic.
Okay. My opinion on that is I'm sick of companies keep telling me, hey, single player games are dead. Buy this multiplayer only game. I'm like, no. I just want to go play a fucking single player game. In fact, I'd actually prefer playing single player games half the time, but whatever. I do like my Overwatch and my Call of Duty. My Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Not anything recent, because I have yet to play the beta of Black Ops 4 for some reason. Heard it wasn't really that good, so we'll find out. Me and E4 will find out in the long run, know if that game is good or bad, because we do like Black Ops 3. Yeah, if the game's not that good, we'll clearly just go back and play Black Ops 3 like shit, because that game is still actually fun for some reason. Except the fact that we could probably, lose horrifically. But that's a side note, right? That's a side note.
Side note.
Anything else? Why did I write that? Anywho, now the next subject is been thing.
Damn, did Darkwave had a comment on that, or?
Oh, Darkwave, what were you gonna say? I went off on a tangent and you did not say it, bro.
I mean, I was gonna let you finish.
I know. I
feel like we've covered that. I've covered it multiple times. But first, E4, if you ever want someone to play Overwatch, what I do is someone a message on PSN the same with Monster Hunter, and get a reply.
Oh God, Monster Hunter. Oh God, took a long break off that game.
I did that too, but I'm talking about when you want someone to play Overwatch. Hey, Darkway, you want to play Overwatch? Hey, sure, why not? Your fault.
Ooh.
No one else.
It is my fault. I'm sorry.
It is. You have 5 different ways of communicating? 5 or 4?
Woo! Hold on, 1, 2, 3.
Phone, PSN, Discord, Facebook. 4.
You barely respond in Discord, sir.
Because I had to take off my mode. Do you not understand when you join something that continuously exactly? When you have a Discord with over so many people, and for whatever reason you keep getting invited when you leave, and you just say "fuck it, I'll stay or something," because I'm tired of the notifications, and I get notification while I'm trying to sleep or play the game or whatever. I said, "Fuck this shit. I'm putting it on silent." I'm trying to find a way to put it so where I can get y'all stuff immediately, but Discord's an ass sometimes. But I said it multiple times. Single player games will forever be relevant in the gaming world, the gaming community. It's just no way you can get rid of them. Multiplayer games now are so high now because of the millennials who play these battle royale games, and people who think that everybody wants multiplayer because they see the amount of people playing them. Over 100,000 people. That means over 100,000 people bought the game. They see money in their pocket. And you can't really tell how many people are playing the single player game once they buy it. So, or so. But, it's all a marketing thing at this point. But once again, God of War, Tomb Raider will later this year. Red Dead, even though it has multiplayer, we all know what the real meat of that game is going to be. Probably, maybe. Single player games will forever be a mainstay. Anyone who thinks that is a fucking idiot. Legitimately, they're an idiot because without single player, you have nothing else. You play these multiplayer games. What if you play Overwatch all day? Then all you're gonna hear people say, "Oh well, I got cussed out." And it's like, well, this is the problem with multiplayer games. You have single player games, and don't worry about that shit. Plus, games with stories are very good stories, not shit. Good stories are very engaging, and you can lose yourself while playing them. So,
well, also too, with just happens if I don't know, like it actually just happened to us recently, where our internet was down. If I had nothing but freaking multiplayer games and games where I needed to sit here and have a co-op and some shit like that, I would have been fucked.
Yeah, and it's people are just stupid, and it's mainly they do it because the kids, kids, and a lot of this now, it was talked about a while ago, but a lot of this now has been spoken about from the days of because of Battle Royale becoming so big now.
Oh, God.
I've noticed this online only talk has been more prevalent than ever because of Battle Royale games mainly. Ever since they've really been hitting their peak, it was talked about a little bit before the back Black Ops 3 and stuff like it. Very little talk, but now it's like everything should be multiplayer. You gotta have everything has to have the multiplayer. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Tomb Raider's multiplayer was trash. Trash.
It was Uncharted.
You don't
Dragon Age.
Uncharted, trash, Dragon Age.
No. They copied Uncharted's multiplayer, which is actually good.
Well, Uncharted. One of them was. I think the first time it was bad. The third one was pretty decent, then the fourth one was really good.
The second one was actually literally the best one. The third
one
is a dumbed down version, and the fourth one is officially the second best, but it's not as good as part 2.
I got my numbers mixed. 2, 3, 2, 4, 3.
Yeah, that's it.
But Tomb Raider tried it, and it was absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it was like
Dragon Age
why are you
some
copying?
ass.
Oh my God.
Didn't God of War do that for one of their games as well, or something?
What the fuck was that?
Trash.
It was garbage.
Like dumpster fire.
Yo, you had a laggy session. You were done. There was nothing else you could do about that shit.
You know, a lot of games, and that's the problem. You know, all these games throw multiplayer in there. No, you don't. You give me a good engaging story. Give me about 10 to 15 hour campaign, if not longer. Engage the story with people I actually can care about, and a gameplay that makes it fun for me, and I'm fine. Look at Spider-Man coming out. That's not gonna have multiplayer, at least not that we know of. That looks like it's gonna be great. Red Dead Redemption 2, it has multiplayer, but the meat of that game is gonna be in the story, just like GTA 5. Although GTA 5 kind of shifted the multiplayer now, but when you beat the game, whatever. And I guess I should touch on this. Well, look at GTA 5, and Red Dead. Well, for those who's going to say that, how those multiplayers work, it's simple to make those work. It's fine if you add multiplayer to a game if it works. It makes sense for GTA. Who doesn't want to play missions with friends? Who doesn't want to cause chaos in Liberty City? In Liberty City with your friends or against each other. That's simple to do. GTA is more Battle Royale probably than Battle Royale games are today. That's where all this shit stem from. People want to talk about the star of Battle Royale, you look at GTA. Red Dead Redemption Online. You run around, you see a bunch of people, what are you going to do? You either walk past them or you shoot them in the head? They work for those games. Because once you beat the story in GTA, there's not much for you to do unless you want to go out in the world and just fight cops. So why not put that into the online? That works. Something like Tomb Raider Online, trash. Doesn't need it. Does not need it. Single player games are here to stay. They will never go away. They go away, the industry will fall heavily. And PS screw Battle Royale games at this point.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. Yeah. Way too many, way too quickly.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Hey, like I said, man, we're living in a world where people think that that's, you know what? It's crazy.
Mainly because of money.
Yeah. And we live in a world where people would ban a Star Wars game that could have actually been good, for a Star Wars game that could potentially fucking ruin them again. I mean, I don't know, but maybe nobody wants another multiplayer fucking Star Wars game.
First of all, I want to cut you off here.
Yes, sir.
For a second. When I look on paper, minus Battlefront, that whatever. Mm-hmm. When you look at Star Wars and you hear a Star Wars game, do you honestly think multiplayer?
No. I don't think I want.
The first thing you think about Star Wars is what? Single player, lightsaber action, right?
Yes, sir.
Like I said, Battlefront, I can, the original Battlefronts, I can give some leadway. Oh, you play the Stormtrooper most of the time. You had to unlock your heroes. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever.
Those are fantastic games. And they had a story to them. And they were pretty fucking good. In fact, that's why I officially like 5.0's first. Because of that game. But continue.
Alright. But like I said, with the exception of Battlefront.
Yeah.
When you hear Star Wars, do you think multiplayer?
No.
If there's a multiplayer aspect, you're thinking about why the hell hasn't Star? Oh well, it's trash. But why the nice Old Republic MMO hasn't come to consoles? That's what you hear. Great MMO. It's and with the shit we have on the MMO market on consoles, it'd probably be a warm welcome. Why are we getting more multiplayer Star Wars games? What, are you gonna give me Star Wars in For Honor? Or are you going to make me a Star Wars game that plays like For Honor? Because if you're going to give me a Star Wars game that plays like For Honor, then by all means, I can get into that. Give me lightsaber, give me different styles. I don't want to be a fucking stormtrooper anymore, or a freaking, or a droid. No, I don't want that. Give me some lightsaber action here. That actually feels meaningful. If you're not giving me that, I don't want to play it. If it's a multiplayer. No point. None. Why can't no one just make a good Star Wars game? It's simple. Story. Jedi.
Or Stormtrooper.
Either way, just give me a good Star Wars story. And just give me something. You know, what is the one thing everyone wants to love to do now? Create a character, right? That's becoming bigger now than ever before. Look at Naruto Strikers. That's a straight multiplayer game that you can create your character. Or somewhat multiplayer straight.
I don't want that game. I really
Which, that game, you know, I'll talk about the game in a second. But what do people want? People want to create the character. You give me a character to create. Give me a good Star Wars story. Make me be a bounty hunter, Jedi, or Stormtrooper. Give me different lightsaber styles. Whatever. Give me a good game. How hard is that?
That seems a little complicated, buddy.
Really?
Yeah.
Then they shouldn't be working in the industry. Simple shit. Jedi Outcast. Can't you just expand on Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast too?
I don't think that's possible. I mean,
you're right. Too much. It's too much like right.
It's too much. Yeah, it's too much like right. I'm sorry, son. I don't think that's physically possible. I think we.
You're right. So give us Star Wars battle in space where we use spaceships and fight online, which could be probably fun. You know, Ace Combat style, wherever the fuck game, perhaps. But that's not what we want.
I want Star Wars Fortnite. I don't know about you. That's gonna be good.
A battle royale Star Wars game. My God.
Oh my God, that already agitates the shit out of me without even like having it.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Man.
Trash.
Anywho, moving on from that bullcrap. It's time. Did y'all want anything else in the gaming world that y'all wanted to talk about?
Shit, I just said I was going to mention the game, and I already forgot what the game was. It must not have been that important.
What? I'll give you a couple seconds if you can remember it.
I said when I was talking about Star Wars. I don't remember what it was now. I think you guys said something. I said I'll touch that subject later. And I don't remember what it was now.
Sonic.
No, not Sonic. Not that topic. It was a game that you said something about coming out. I said I'll touch on that in a second, and I don't remember what it was now. It wasn't Sonic.
What was coming out?
There's nothing in it. I said something during Star Wars, and then you guys said something. I said I'll talk. I said I'll touch on that later, and I just don't remember what it was now.
Oh my goodness, we are dumb.
I mean, Sonic is self-explanatory. It's trash. Need I say more?
Yes.
It's fucking Sonic, man.
Look, man. Sonic is amazingness. He has done no wrong. Sonic Boom is literally one of the. Oh my God, I can't even keep a straight face with that one.
Exactly. Sonic is. I'm sorry, man. Sonic right now is probably in its worst state it's ever been.
It's actually in the worst state it's ever been. And I'm not gonna lie. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, but they have not aged that well.
Oh no! Those games age terribly.
Yeah, like.
But there's no reason why you couldn't expand on somewhat what those games did. And it's all in 2006. You can't give me. You cannot give me Sonic, Silver, and Shadow, and a sprinkle of Blaze, Tails, and Knuckles, and call that Sonic Adventure 3.
No, that.
What made Sonic Adventure so decent? Oh, the fact that I could play as Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Robotnik, well, Sonic 2 anyway, Robotnik, Big the Cat, Amy, and all these people in their own story that all connected. Granted, the Sonic story in that game was, Adventure 1 and 2 story, but it meant something, you know. I could play the full game as Knuckles. Congratulations! Sonic Adventure 2, they kind of took that away from me, but what they gave us was great.
They gave you
back then
worse fucking Knuckles levels. I'm sick of people saying levels are better in Sonic Adventure 2. I'm like, bruh, you officially are stuck getting the one gem at a time. Yes, the music was way better in part 2. Yes, that's fact.
Well, that's Knuckles in part 1 getting gems, 3 Chaos Emeralds the entire. Master Emerald shards pretty much the entire time.
Yeah, and the only difference is now instead of getting whatever you feel like it, or everyone you feel like it, or everyone's closer, you have to get specifically the one that the game is telling you to get. And I'm like, okay, this significantly dims the game down, but whatever.
You can go around the stage and find them in any order.
Yeah, you can, but they won't bleep on your radar until you get to the right one. They did
for me. No. I remember I had like the middle one bleep for me at one point.
No, man, I've been playing the game. I've been playing the game. I played the game the other day. I'm on Wild Canyon, and I'm literally standing there, and I'm at the beginning of the stage. I run through the stage. The first one bleeps. I'm like, okay. Then I have to go all the way back to the beginning of the stage to get the other one to bleep. I'm like, okay, that's very fucking agitating. And then I ran forward and got the last one. I was like, that's fucking stupid. That is annoying. That's one of the reasons why I said the game did not age perfectly. It aged.
Oh no, Sonic games don't. Well, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 didn't age well. They had abysmal camera angles.
Oh.
That back then we were tolerable of. Now in 2018, that's unacceptable.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I'm one of the people who always said that I wanted Sonic Adventure 3 and Sonic 2006. Just to me, I wouldn't. If I was Sonic, since we're in a time of retcon. Pull Capcom. Just retcon Sonic 2006 as if it never happened.
Capcom?
Or that... No, what I'm saying is, how Capcom always retcon shit?
Yeah.
That's basically what I mean. How about Sega pull a Capcom and retcon Sonic 2006?
Ah.
And, you can say it's happened. I don't know if they did or not, to be honest with you.
I pretty much would say Sonic Generations and Sonic Forces is retcon like shit. Sonic 06.
So you say it. So we should say Sonic Generations and Sonic Adventure 3.
Yes, we would say Sonic Generations and Sonic Adventure 3. Call it a day, because Sonic 06 does not exist for some reason. They have levels,
good,
but it doesn't exist.
Good, doesn't need to.
Think about it.
But then again, it kind of always will because Silver still exists.
Oh yeah, Silver still exists, but it's not like they bring up Mephiles or anything like that ever again.
Well, we don't need him. We don't. Granted, he killed Sonic. Okay. He's done something that apparently no one else has ever done.
No, because Mephiles has common goddamn sense. I'm starting to realize a lot of game characters don't have common sense. Or people.
Well, a lot of villains don't have common sense, sir.
Oh,
a lot of villains sit around. They want to beat around the bush. They want to bullshit around. And then just say, hey, bang, you're dead,
Yeah,
trash.
I know. Again, a lot of characters, not even just villains. Heroes too are starting to lack common sense nowadays, and I'm like, okay, that's why I love it when characters have common sense and or character to them, and I'm like, oh yeah,
very much. Something else on the gaming thing. Here's hoping Dragon Quest 11 sells so I can get Dragon Quest 10 in the States.
All right.
I'm sick and tired of these companies giving me excuses on why we don't bring stuff to the States. I'm sick of it at this point. I am.
You know what I'm saying?
Granted, in Square Enix defense, I can actually kind of see why they wouldn't bring why it's hard to bring over Dragon Quest 10. They may have a legit reason that I can actually say, okay, maybe. Maybe. Because it's subscription-based. They have to decide how they're going to do that because subscription-based games in 2018 are practically a no-go at this point.
Oh, no.
Except for World of Warcraft and FF14. And they succeed because of their popularity. Dragon Quest, on the other hand, you look at the gameplay of Dragon Quest and you think about it, you ask yourself, is this worth however much it costs a month?
No.
For someone like me, I don't know yet. But then again, who knows?
We'll find out.
So enough with the, enough of that. Just bring it over. Let the fans decide if they want it. If they don't want it, cut your losses. You're Square Enix. I'm sure you got plenty of money.
All right. Now, I want to ask you a question. What's the worst car crash you've seen in the last couple of months?
None. Unless it's Monday Night Raw.
Oh my God! Same here. Monday Night Raw has also been the worst car crash I've seen in the last couple months. How did you guys know I was gonna say that?
Because you switched off the gaming subject.
God damn it! Shut up. No, but seriously, I fucking hate Monday Night Raw, and it's crap, and it's been crap for way too goddamn long for no reason. Right? Okay. And it's actually starting to agitate the shit out of me how crap it gets. Because this Roman shit is actually really annoying. Okay. I just want to ask you guys a quick question. What's the best part of Raw? What is the best part of Raw to you guys?
Part where Roman
anything involving a match with Drew McIntyre or Seth Rollins. Maybe the occasional promo from somebody. I don't know who, because Ruby Riot's back. Hooray! B Team's name is trash.
Still in the future.
Then I guess B Team a babyface now.
Why are the B Team baby? Why in the fuck are the Deleted World even still getting a chance at the titles?
Because wins and losses mean nothing in WWE, sir.
That doesn't make any goddamn.
Because the tag team division is some shit, so does it even matter?
Oh, Monday Night Raw is trash.
It's not bad, but on SmackDown, Sanity's been losing.
Sanity is irrelevant at this point.
This is Authors of Pain to go in that same route.
Who?
Exactly.
That's why Monday Night Raw is far worse. Don't get me wrong, SmackDown isn't good either.
It is.
But SmackDown is on a point where it's pretty bad. But apparently the B Team a babyface. Hooray for them. B Team, go, go, go. You don't give a team that freaking song and not try to turn them babyface.
I couldn't think of anything. The fucking B Team? Like, what shitty
Well, to be fair, the people who are part of the B Team are talented wrestlers. But let's face facts.
Isn't one of them the son of Mr. Perfect?
Oh God!
One, I think, is the son of, and then I think the other one is from the Rotunda family. Oh
yeah. But they're talented wrestlers. It's just that they're made as jokes on main roster. That too. Then why is SummerSlam looking like Extreme Rules 2?
Oh! I was going to say something about that. Woo!
I love Seth, but, yeah.
Yay, we're getting the match for a third fucking time. It's like every time WWE gets a good match with a good champion, they go, oh, that was a good match with a good champion. Let's repeat that same shit.
My problem is, why did we take the title off Rollins in the first place?
Why the fuck did we take the title off of that man in the first place?
Because he's getting too much steam. Because he's starting to get bigger than Roman, so they can't have that.
He's always been bigger.
He's been bigger since he left the Shield. He's been bigger since life happened. He's been bigger since before they were even the Shield. Like he's always going to be a better wrestler. Him and Dean Ambrose. The shit doesn't make any sense. Like, are you?
I don't know, man. Monday Night Raw is it's becoming nauseating at this point.
Oh God, man! Braun Strowman flips a stage. Like, what the fuck did that have to do? Like, that stage flip was so fucking stupid. That I was looking at it like, if anybody legit gets hurt from him flipping the stage, I'm going to call somebody and tell them to go watch a movie where the effects could have been better. Like, I swear to God, I was like, yo, he flipped it, you guys jumped off. That's it. That's literally it.
I'll say this, and I'm going to be in the minority here. I don't care about Braun Strowman anymore. In fact, I don't even want to see him as champion anymore. I don't.
Yeah, they missed the boat on that with him.
I don't. Because either one or two things are going to happen. Either A, he will have to lose in some type of fuckery finish. Unless he fights Roman, because Roman is the only one who's beaten him. Roman and Brock, who's beaten him clean.
Which did not make any
Or B,
sense.
we're going to have another, who's going to defeat the monster Strowman? He's been the champion for blah, blah, blah time. He's so dominant, which in this case, I don't want another unbeatable champion as champion right now. I don't. Which is why I think Kevin Owens is going to get the briefcase, because you give it to Strowman, it's literally going to be Brock Lesnar's storyline all over again, minus the fact that he will actually be on television. And at this point, that Universal title is such garbage, I don't care. I don't. If it's at this point, if it's not a Seth Rollins as champion, I just don't care. No one on that roster right now deserves it. Kevin Owens is great, but what has he done?
I mean,
Braun Strowman, he's Money in the Bank. But,
they had Braun Strowman lose multiple times in a row, which is weird.
Because they could have tried to build the emphasis. Oh, remember, guys, Strowman doesn't have to get pinned to lose his briefcase. He can get disqualified. He can get counted out. Which, on one hand, will tell you that he's going to win at SummerSlam. But on the other time, it's like, well, do you really think that Kevin would lose this? And if you think about it, everything seems to go down a certain path. They want it. Apparently, it's been advertised Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns at Hell in a Cell.
That's the match I want to see.
They've already feuded for half the year last year.
Oh God.
Yeah, I just at this point, Strowman at this point is just there to me. If he becomes Universal Champion, I'm not going to care. Who is he going to feud with? You have built Strowman to a point where anyone that he feuds with, unless it's like an underdog babyface, like a Finn Balor or something, something of that nature, realistically, he won't care about it.
Oh yeah,
he's literally a Brock Lesnar clone in terms of dominance. Just he's on Monday Night Raw every day. And look at the storylines they've been giving us and the creative they've been giving us. Trash.
So
I don't know, man. I don't know. You got people like Seth Rollins, not getting his due diligence. Yeah, he's getting the Intercontinental Championship, but he's going for that. But he should definitely be the world champion of that brand. Not Roman, not Brock, not Strowman. Strowman, you can't turn him heel at this point.
It's impossible.
So I don't know, man. Monday Night Raw it's really looking bad. You got the women's tag division is coming into full circle.
Oh God, no. Oh,
the Boss and her connection, which at this point,
that is the most stupidest fucking
which at this point pretty much tells me that either A, they'll be the first tag team champions, or B, this tag team will be the way they break them up, which they probably won't at this point. I've given up all hope on Sasha Banks or Bayley at this point turning heel.
Oh God, I can't wait.
So
look. After what Bayley did, why isn't she heel? Okay. That didn't make no sense.
After what Bayley did, why hasn't Sasha beat the shit out of her?
Oh.
Because she loves her.
You gotta go to therapy. What?
She loves her. That's
she loves her. Well, okay. Well, if you love Bayley, Sasha, I don't know if Bayley's husband's getting the job done, so Sasha go grab a strap on, have sex with Bayley. Give me something to care about on Monday Night Raw, please.
Thank
you.
I mean, I don't think they want to get canceled, so
I don't care. Might as well get canceled. Trash on my television every week. Trash.
I would rather WWE not get canceled over.
Look, if I can see on the center show butt cheeks on USA Network, hey, you can give Sasha a strap on. It can be eluded and have her and Bayley go in the back, and all you see is Sasha moving back and forth. You don't see nothing else. You see Sasha going back and forth. At least then I can sit there and say, you know what, I care.
You would care about another woman having sex with another woman.
Yes, on Monday Night Raw. That's how bad Raw has been.
Okay, I have none.
I don't know if Sasha's husband would like that.
I don't care.
I don't.
He's not on television. Irrelevant.
But he's the first guy.
Ooh.
You said he's the first guy.
Make the clothes, Gabby.
Does he make anybody else's outfits anymore? Because some people's outfits kind of been shit lately.
I don't know what he does. All I know is that he's Sasha Banks' husband, which makes him a lucky man. But at the same time, this is Monday Night Raw. Nothing has interested me on Monday Night Raw. Not Bobby Lashley, not Braun Strowman.
Who?
Matter of fact, the promo that makes me interested, I'm sorry, I never even said the promo. Elias. Either with Elias or Seth Rollins / Drew McIntyre, I care. Everything else out of that 3-hour show is complete and utter trash. I'm playing the video game.
How the fuck Bobby Lashley forgot the words to Rockin' Robin?
Can anyone explain to me why he's singing in the first place?
Can somebody explain to me why he's even here in the first place?
Can anyone explain to me why he's not a heel?
Can anybody explain to me
why does he have no charisma?
Can anybody explain to me why he's not good in the ring at all? Like,
I won't say he's trash. He's not.
He's not good. He's not good.
Can somebody explain to me why he almost is sitting here killing wrestlers, doing that damn vertical suplex and holding them in the air?
Again, I ask you, why do you have such a theme song like that and you're a babyface? Have you not heard this theme song? It sounds like this man should be coming out here with freaking hammers and beating people to shit. This man's coming out smiles.
It was actually pretty funny because we were stuck in traffic, and we was just like, all right, let's just play a game. So he's playing, Wildflame's playing wrestlers theme songs. I'm sitting there guessing. I'm like, oh, I know whose theme song that is. He played Bob's theme song. I'm like, who the fuck's theme song is this? Who is this? I literally couldn't guess. He was like, yeah, it's Bobby Lashley. I was like, oh god. I know nothing. I care nothing. I think it's because every time he comes on the TV and I automatically either go take the dog outside, go take a shower, try to serve world hunger. I don't pay attention.
His song is a heel. Why is he not heel? I have no idea. Does Monday Night Raw even have heels?
No.
Who are heels on Monday Night Raw? Who? Kevin Owens? Okay.
Damn sure it's Corbin.
Baron Corbin? Who cares? Shanti!
Constable Corbin.
Oh my god. Right. That cancer.
Mr. Shanti. He's the heel. So you have 3 heels on Monday Night Raw that matter.
What?
Oh, and I guess you can say Lesnar, but Lesnar's irrelevant.
He's not there. He doesn't count.
He does not count.
Everyone else is babyface. Why is Bobby Lashley not heel? Dean Ambrose is so quote not coming back anytime soon, which I find that hard to believe. They finally mentioned him on television after all these months. Seth Rollins has to go battle Drew McIntyre or Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. There's little to no chance Dean Ambrose doesn't come back at SummerSlam.
That's so dumb.
You know, they name drop Dean Ambrose on television. Oh, Seth's got to find a partner. Oh, but it's not going to be Dean Ambrose. He's been out. Don't think I didn't catch that, WWE. You just ran out of the blue, name drop Dean Ambrose out of nowhere. We haven't name dropped him all year. Okay. If Dean doesn't show at SummerSlam, I'd be shocked. But then again, no, I wouldn't because it's WWE.
I mean, yeah.
Again, there's no heels. Bobby Lashley needs to be heel. Oh, I forgot Elias. But then again, Elias at this point is what I like to call lukewarm. He's just there. He's not heel. He's not babyface. Just Elias.
How much of Elias are we going to sit here and be able to take without, him doing something? It's like, all right, you can't come out every single goddamn Raw, every single goddamn Monday to hear talk trash about the city that you in, and yeah, it's entertaining for some time, and then after a while, it's going to be like, okay, this is bathroom break. This is bathroom break time. He's slowly getting to that we're going to be on bathroom break.
You know why? Because everything else is so bad on Monday Night Raw. Have you noticed when Raw is going on, you see Elias after, he may come in like after an hour of the show. So after you sat through trash, because a lot of times trash happens either between, sometimes in the first segment because of a stupid promo and you get some crap match or whatever. Elias tends to come out at a time where you're like, finally, something I can legitimately sit there and say, maybe I can get a laugh out of this show. What he does after that, I honestly don't care. His goal, Elias' goal for me, is to come out to that ring and make me legitimately smile or laugh. I don't care what he does after that. Because usually speaking, he's coming on after a time where I haven't really been paying much attention.
Which is true.
Elias is that person that when he speaks, I drop everything. And I just listen to what he has to say. Granted, most times, he may get beat up or it may amount to nothing. But I listen to what he says. Or he'll get interrupted, And it's always funny. His facial reactions are funny. Hearing what the fans chant, if he calls them scumbags, see if they chant we're scumbags, stuff like that. Elias does that to me. Makes me laugh.
Yeah, he's that good.
I would say him entertaining wise, yes. But if you look at his in-ring and work and stuff, he's not like.
Well, he's no. He's no ring general.
He's a little bit above average.
He's no ring general by any means, but Elias fits in the category of his see. And this is probably where the sports entertainment comes in. Well, the Miz is actually showing that he's actually pretty good in the ring these last couple of matches.
Recently, not before.
Yeah, recently.
Before then, he was the same.
But the Elias is more of a character. You don't really care. I mean, his match with Seth Rollins, prior to Seth Rollins, was great. You put Elias in the ring with someone who can work, he's fine. You put someone in the ring with like Roman Reigns.
Oh God!
But Elias is a character that you care about his ring work because you want a good match, but ultimately you just care about the character of Elias, and that's pretty much what he is for me. I care about the character, the ring work of Elias. Depending on what kind of. Cause if he's in a pointless match, I'm not going to care. Like, why do I care about him versus Bobby Lashley? It means nothing. Oh, you said my name. Oh, you interrupted me. Woohoo. Whatever.
Oh, you can't sing Rockin' Robin.
His match with Seth Rollins, it meant something. It was for the Intercontinental Championship. And true, because they could have kept that feud going. Seth Rollins did pull the tights. It made sense. No, they give it to Dolph Ziggler. Who, by the way, is, at this point, I don't know why he's champion, but whatever. Good in the ring, but I feel like his ship has long sailed because WWE has screwed him over plenty. No fault of his own. No fault to Dolph Ziggler.
With no lube.
Pretty much.
Oh,
but like I said, Elias is not. I don't look at him for wrestling. I look at him for the entertainment. If he's in something interesting and the match is interesting, then I'll watch him for the match. But I watch him for entertainment. Someone like Seth Rollins.
I guess.
I mean, someone like Seth Rollins who doesn't really have a character. He's pretty much just Rollins. Probably just a more turned up version of himself. You don't really expect entertainment from Rollins. You watch him for his ring work. He has good mic skills, but do you watch Seth Rollins for the character? There's no character there. Elias,
I watch WWE because for some wrestling. Well, all the
you're watching the wrong
I'm watching. Yeah, I'm supposed to go to. Well, I just go to NXT for that, but they're not even doing a good damn job with the entertainment part.
You're right.
Besides having, okay, you take Elias out of Monday Night Raw. What the fuck is entertaining with Monday Night Raw?
Jinder Mahal.
The only thing.
No.
No, the only thing I'll say that's entertaining is when, keyword when, Kevin Owens actually speaking, and is actually hilarious when he speaks. Kevin Owens is fucking gold on the mic. When he speaks, I listen. He's hilarious. Now, other than that, yeah. I mean, Roman sucker punching Baron Corbin was somewhat humorous the first time.
That was.
Second time, I kind of saw that coming the second time, but the first time he just punched him right in the mouth. I kind of laughed at that. I told you what WWE needs to do with Roman.
Oh,
they need to just have people walking in the back, strolling along, yay! And then out of nowhere, do like some cardboard wall every week.
Yeah.
Random. I would die laughing every week, and it has to be random. It can't be, it can't be overly done. You don't have to do it every week. Spread them out, maybe every 2 weeks or so. Some random Joe walks out of Kurt Angle's office. He's just walking.
That'd be too good. It's too good.
Exactly. You give me that, that's too much entertainment. But back to the Elias thing. I watch Elias. When I look at Elias, I look at his feuds. Depending on who the feud is with, it's how I examine if I'm going to care about his match. His feud with Rollins, I cared about his match. Because Rollins is just that good. And it was for the Intercontinental Championship. His match with Bobby Lashley or Bob Lashley. Or in this case, Bobby. I don't care about the match. So I'm not going to watch it for the match. I'm just going to watch every week to see what Elias does. And says to the crowd, not the way he says to Bobby Lashley, to what he says to the crowd.
Yes.
So, there's nothing else on Monday Night Raw.
Right.
Unless you want to talk about Ronda Rousey, which at this point I still don't. I honestly still don't care.
Want to talk about that crap? I don't want to talk about it.
I just don't care.
Next.
Ronda's. I was gonna say Ronda is just Ronda.
Yeah. The next thing I want to talk about with you guys is SmackDown. Now,
the better show.
Yes, the better show.
Except for the show that has the female Roman Reigns.
I go ahead and take it away, E4. I was going to actually talk about that very subject.
Shit is didn't Becky make Charlotte tap out before she left? Yeah. I could have sworn she did. I could have swore, but you know what? I forgot. WWE thinks that its fans and people that watch the show just have amnesia. We're not supposed to remember stuff. How the fuck do you leave your job to go away for injury for 2 months? First of all, you got pinned before you tapped out to the disarmer. Come back. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go get put in the title. Here you go. They should have just gave her the fucking title. They should be like, oh Carmella, hey, thank you. You've been holding that title for me. I'm gonna just go ahead and take that now. Fucking might as well have just done that.
Yeah.
They just might as well just should have just done that and been like, all right, Carmella, and you was a placeholder, so Charlotte's back, so go ahead and take that off you. Thank you. Pretty much what the fuck they should have did. Shit absolutely makes no fucking sense. And everyone's like, oh, well, that means that, if Becky loses, we'll get a heel turn. We'll get a heel. I'm like, okay. I would prefer if she just wins the belt, because she kind of needs to, do that versus her turning heel. I would prefer her have the title.
Huh.
That's just my 2 cents. Oh my god, this person my sim just fell down the stairs.
That's what your sim gets. But, yeah, I pretty much gonna have to concur with that one. Because, cause that shit actually agitated me slightly. Like, it's gonna be a triple threat match on a person who just walked into the front door. Like, bro, you just got hired. What are you doing? How do you get that? But, We'll see if it's a good match. We'll see if Becky wins. Hopefully she does, because Becky kind of needs it. Let's put it out there. Darkwave, did you want to add anything to that?
There's not much to really say, honestly. It's Charlotte Flair.
Ugh.
Does it make the match better? Probably so, because Charlotte's in the match.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they're building to a story, whether it's Becky turning heel or Charlotte turning heel.
Charlotte. I'm only going to bring this up just because he only made a good point. I don't think that Charlotte is going to be heel.
Of course not. She's
doing a lot of PR work and stuff like that, and doing a lot of touring and all this other kind of stuff. The foundations and all these other projects and whatnot. And because of her last name, I don't think they're going to have Charlotte. And she said that she prefers being a heel.
Well, she's terrible as a babyface. First of all, she's terrible. But it's funny really that you said her last name, because wasn't Ric Flair heel 99% of his career?
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
So I don't really see why you would want a babyface Flair. She is terrible. If you turn Becky heel, I'm not saying Becky couldn't do it, because as she says, this is the first time she was babyface in her wrestling career. Because on the Indies, she was always a heel.
Oh yeah.
So could she do it? Probably so. Do anyone want to see Becky Lynch as a heel? I mean, as far as kayfabe, probably not, because they are behind Becky. They want Becky to get what she wants, her due diligence. I say scrap all of that. If you want to do a story between Becky and Charlotte, that's fine. Charlotte should be the one turning heel, not Becky. But Becky actually has a reason to turn heel. But I don't think no one really wants to see that. The one person who should turn heel, honestly, more than anybody is Asuka at this point.
Yeah, obviously.
Just fuck shit and got screwed over. Yeah.
Asuka needs to. She needs to turn heel. And she's going to need a strong babyface to do that. What I would do, and I've mentioned this before, except I kind of had a reverse where I would say, you could have Becky win the Money in the Bank and have her cash in on Asuka turning Becky heel. I wouldn't do that now. What I would have done, because Asuka is too big of a name, in my opinion, to leave off SummerSlam. Now, we don't know what's going to happen on Monday and Tuesday. They can easily add Asuka to this match, make it a fatal 4-way. They could. She's been screwed twice. She does deserve it. But if she's not in the match, either at SummerSlam or the SmackDown after SummerSlam, you have Becky beat the odds. You have her beat the odds. Whatever. And after that, you have Asuka beat the holy hell out of both Asuka and Charlotte and Carmella, just for shits. You turn Asuka heel. You do Asuka versus Charlotte, number 1 contenders match. Asuka gets her win back. And then you have Becky versus Asuka in a nice feud leading up to Evolution. You can do Asuka and Becky. Now, the sad thing is here, do you want Becky to be a transitional champion? I don't want that. But, at this point, what are you really going to do? Unless you have Asuka fight Charlotte at Hell in a Cell, maybe. No 1 contendership for the Women's Championship after Becky versus Carmella.
Pretty much.
I'm pretty sure that's going to happen on Money in the Bank. And then you build to Becky versus Asuka at Evolution. Now, do you want Becky to drop the title to Asuka? I mean, subjective. I think at this point, you have to do that for Asuka. She needs to be rebuilt, and she needs to be a heel to do it. Heel Asuka, Becky Lynch for the championship. I don't care about Charlotte. I never have. In fact, I think Sasha Banks is better than Charlotte. I've stated this multiple times.
Charlotte is very overrated.
But if you're going to give me Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey, at WrestleMania, Charlotte, technically speaking, doesn't have to do shit until the Royal Rumble. You have Charlotte win the Royal Rumble, and she goes to Monday Night Raw and challenges Ronda Rousey for the championship at WrestleMania. That's how you get that match. And you turn Charlotte heel at that point. You need to be babyface, I respect you, this, no. Heel, please. And you can have a nice feud with Asuka and Becky. There's no legitimate heel women on SmackDown Live in the singles role. Everyone is basically a babyface. Asuka, her slight tweener heel run in NXT was brilliant. We need Asuka to be heel. Becky drops the title at Evolution. I'm sorry to say it, but you had to build Asuka back up. And you have Becky chase Asuka. Maybe you can have the match. Becky can stay out of the way for a while. Asuka can run through everyone else. And it comes back around to Becky Lynch at WrestleMania where Becky can get her win back. Or some sort. But I just don't care. Charlotte, whatever. She'll make the match more better than just Carmella versus Becky Lynch.
Oh, thank God. But
since we're talking about SmackDown, the return, I said it last time on the podcast, I'm going to say it again, Orton's back. He came back from hiatus after 8 years. Orton is back. Cutting some of the best promos he's cut all in the last 3 years. This is probably his best promos since he cut that promo on the Authority when he pretty much said he'll make Seth Rollins his bitch. When he was quote joking around with him before he gave Seth Rollins the middle fingers and beat the living hell out of him on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, that promo. That was great.
The WrestleMania where he defied gravity and caught him in midair with an RKO.
Yeah.
He said, and that was when he knew he fucked up.
Pretty much. Yeah, those two promos he did, SmackDown and then this SmackDown. Like I said, his best promo in my opinion since the time he came out and so-called joked with the Authority, calling Kane the Devil's favorite dumbass, the Big Show the most pathetic, Jamie Noble too short. He walked past Joey Mercury, and then he pretty much said, Seth Rollins, I'm not going to beat you up, I'm not going to beat you down, I'm going to make you my bitch. Orton as heel is great. Unfortunately, this is what everyone wants, so he's not going to get the boos. Now, if he doesn't use the RKO, maybe. But then again, Randy Orton not using the RKO is...
he still got the punt kick, right?
They will not let him do that unless... So, they don't like hits to the head because of the concussion. And if you've noticed, every time he's gone for that punt, he's always missed it.
Yeah.
If he went back to the punt kick, I'd be fine with it because people pop for the punt kick. That's the thing. You get Randy Orton. Here's the problem with Randy as a heel. You have the RKO, which is over, and then you have his punt kick, which everyone loves to see. You can't give him the draping DDT as a finisher. Who cares? And the RKO is so synonymous with Randy Orton that taking that away from him is kind of like taking the Stone Cold Stunner away from Stone Cold. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Now I can see him maybe not doing the whole bouncing the ground thing anymore. Maybe he legitimately just hits it and be done with the match. He doesn't, does the whole little turn to the fans and doing all that shit. He doesn't have to do all that. He can legitimately just pick someone up, RKO, done.
The hell is that?
Or you give him the... What noise?
It's like a clicking noise.
I'm pressing buttons. I am playing something.
On your phone?
No, PlayStation.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything.
Me neither.
So, Randy Randy Orton is just in a long story short, he's not getting booed. It's Orton, and heel Orton is money.
Oh yeah,
and both his finishers are over with the fans. So you can't punt, he'll get cheered. You can't RKO, he gets cheered. So, but nonetheless, it's still great work. And if Orton stays like this, you're gonna want to see that feud with AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. Unfortunately, that means Samoa Joe might not win the championship.
Yeah.
Wrong place, wrong time. Orton right now, the 2 promos that he's done puts him on a whole different pedestal. It just tells you the body of work he's been doing with the attacks on Jeff Hardy, everything he has done has been some of the best body work on SmackDown Live. And at this point, you look at this and say, why wouldn't you want him to have a feud with AJ Styles for the WWE Championship? So what did he say? God. You put everybody on a pedestal? No, yeah, we don't want Orton as champion. You know, Orton has seen his time, but you look at the work he's done, a feud with him and AJ Styles, the way Orton is right now, with the way he's saying, I want to take out everyone who's put on the pedestal, you know AJ Styles is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, and you can't just, I mean, yeah, you can make it without the championship. But then again, on SmackDown Live, who are the baby faces? It's only Daniel Bryan. And that's if he resigns. No, yeah, AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. That's it. So, do you give it to Joe and he just feuds? I mean, he can continue to feud with AJ Styles at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Or, you know, we can have that match 17 different freaking times. Or you go to Daniel Bryan, that's if Daniel Bryan signs. So, I'm sorry to say this, it's looking bad for Joe winning that championship for a while because there are no baby faces on SmackDown Live. Now, granted, you can take Jeff Hardy and kind of plug him into the WWE title picture, but you know,
yeah,
you'll have Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles. That's not enough. I mean, I'm sure you can probably drag those feuds out for months, but do we want to see 3, 4, 5, 6 different type matches between those two men?
No.
Nope.
So, you know, Joe is really looking in a bad predicament right now because AJ Styles is that good, and people love AJ Styles, want him as champion. There are no other true true baby faces on that roster except for Jeff Hardy. Not saying a Jeff Hardy Samoa Joe program wouldn't be fun, but you know, there's more to work with AJ Styles. You don't have to give AJ Styles 6-month feuds with one guy. You can have him have a 2-month feud with someone here, then move him up to someone else, then move him someone else, then move him to someone else. With Joe, it's legitimately 2 people. So
pretty much,
it's looking bad for Joe. And Orton, I'm not. You know what? If he's like this, it'd be hard to say you wouldn't want to see him with the title. It'd be hard because the way he is right now is what he should have always been. So I don't know, man.
Okay. One more thing I want to talk about. Oh crap! We missed a subject in the gaming. I just realized we did.
What was that?
The IGN plagiarist.
Oh. It's IGN. I mean, is there really much to say?
This man is now officially saying he didn't plagiarize and he's trying to play the victim card.
So what? You kind of cut out for me. Say that again.
He's trying to play the victim card and saying he didn't plagiarize. You're trying to do 2 things at once. Okay. Y'all sound.
All I can say is, I mean, all I can say is, if he plagiarized and they fired him, goodbye.
Which is what happened.
I mean, there's not much to really say. I mean,
oh yeah, that's why I'm just like, whatever.
It's not. I mean, it's like if he plagiarized and you got fired for it.
Yeah, my man's trying to say, I didn't plagiarize. Like, bruh, look at the fucking. Okay, You didn't plagiarize. Got you.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's one of those things where it's like, if you did it, you did, and if you didn't, then oh well. It's just one of those things.
Damn.
I mean, it's nothing really you can really say. I mean, it's sad. I mean, it sucks he had to lose it. It sucks he had to lose his job, but
yeah,
I don't never want to see anyone lose their job unless it's some really some really bad shit. But
yeah,
I mean, I don't know if I would fire. I mean, I don't know if I would fire someone for plagiarizing. Yeah. Me personally, because it's a job and that's their livelihood. They have depend on that.
Yeah.
So I personally can't say I would just fire someone for doing that, but I mean, I don't have much to say in defense. I haven't read everything. I read the article that I read I watched the YouTube video on someone getting fired. I'm like, oh well, that sucks. He lost his job, but IGN, if they wanted to get rid of him forward, then
yep.
So that's pretty much all I say. It sucks.
All right, but
speaking of things, I might as well bring, since we're into wrestling. Did y'all read about this Randy Orton story?
No.
From 2005. So apparently in 2005, we remember how Randy Orton used to be. I'm sure.
An asshole?
Back in 2005. Yeah. So apparently there was someone dug up some shit. So it happened in 2005. Someone talked about it in 2012, and we're now here about in 2018. That back in the day, Randy Orton, when new writers would come in, he would put his hand down his pants and then show his dick and say, "Hi, I'm Randy Orton," and tell them to shake his hand. And they refused. He would pretty much tell Vince and Stephanie. And I'm just like, 2005 Randy Orton, I see that being because he was an ass. He was. But it was 2005. 13 years ago almost, basically. Exactly 13 years ago, give or take.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, at this point it's like, okay.
And WWE man, we're looking into it. They're not going to look into this shit. It's 2005. No. WWE knows what Randy Orton was doing in 2005.
Smoking weed, being a dickhead.
He's doing a lot of stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Just had to bring that up. I thought it was funny. I actually laughed. I was like, 2005 Orton? Yeah, that sounds about right for him.
The next thing now we're going to talk about, besides Randy Orton in 2005, is, in fact,
the A show.
Yeah, the new A show. First of all, I just want to thank Tommaso Ciampa for becoming the champion. Second of all, goddamn, why did Aleister Black have to get injured? And third of all, I cannot wait till NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, simply because of the main event that we're about to get.
That's the real SummerSlam right there.
No. You forgot the fourth point.
What's the fourth point?
In the Criminally Justice in NXT, who attack Aleister Black? These are their stories. Dum dum.
Dum dum. Yes.
Who attacked Aleister Black?
Bet you it's gonna be Johnny Gargano.
That seems too obvious.
Yeah.
Honestly, people have been saying Cassius Ohno.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, that would be interesting. The only problem with that is I don't know if they're going to take the belt off of Ciampa. So I don't think it's going to be. I don't think they're going to turn Gargano full heel because that would be stupid. I don't think that. Ciampa could have done it. That's the most easiest thing, and it would make sense. Cassius Ohno doing it because Cassius Ohno's kind of been on this, lingering storyline with him.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they want to take this belt off Ciampa, and you're going to need some baby faces to fight Ciampa. Because realistically, NXT is at the point now where there aren't really baby faces that are there challenging for the championship.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, Ricochet is going after Adam Cole. EC3 dealing with Velveteen Dream.
All good matches, by the way.
Yeah, and honestly, there's no baby faces. So with Aleister Black injured, that's one baby face gone, and all you have technically is Johnny Gargano and Cassius Ohno. So, I mean, one could say Cassius Ohno could have still done it and get a shot at Ciampa. And then it's revealed later down the line that he was the one who attacked Aleister Black, and him turning heel after that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. NXT is it's gonna be hard not to want to put the title on Gargano because there's no baby faces for Ciampa to fight after this.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be hard. NXT's got a little work to do. They have like I said, unless they do some. I mean, if you want to count EC3 a face, I guess he is. I mean, you can always turn Velveteen Dream, but Ricochet, he's you can't use him.
Can't use him
right now. Not right now, anyway, because he's dealing with Adam Cole. So I don't know, man. NXT is going to be kind of interesting these next couple of months. See how they handle the NXT Championship picture.
Can't wait.
Because right now. Right now, other than that, the Ciampa Gargano thing has been the main story on NXT. This has got to be their last match, at least for a very long time.
It has to be.
There's no more. So either Gargano gets a championship and starts feuding with people like, Adam Cole and EC3 and, Sullivan and whomever else. Or Ciampa gets it, and all he really has to feud with is Cassius Ohno, and maybe EC3, but I don't know if EC3 is really A, ready because he's just got there, and B, is really a baby face ish. I mean, I guess he is, but he isn't. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. For the NXT title,
Yeah. Well, next thing I want to talk about real quick, all right? And it's something I want to talk about this. All right. Huh?
Oh, it's 1:00. Mm.
Oh, SummerSlam and fucking NXT Takeover. We can end it after this. Which one are you guys more excited about?
Takeover, as always.
It's fucking always. Why? Why the fuck do I only care about one of these things?
Because we've already seen SummerSlam last month in the form of Extreme Rules. Literally. And the sad thing is, I'm saying that because half those matches wasn't even Extreme Rules to begin with. So literally, we are literally getting these same matches again.
Oh yeah, we are. Except
with no stipulations.
Like
they didn't do an extreme. They did an Iron Man match for Ziggler and McIntyre, but I mean, again, nothing on that card. Everything on Extreme Rules card is practically on SummerSlam's card. Minus what? On the Raw side, minus what? 2 matches?
Yeah.
Or I guess you could say 3 with Elias and Bob.
Ugh.
But in the SmackDown, you still got Shinsuke and Jeff. We already seen that, but I think that's their only. I think that was their only match that they got repeat from Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
But pretty much the entire Raw side is, Extreme Rules redone. So I don't know, man. I have no real hope for SummerSlam, honestly.
All right.
It'll just be another show.
And before the events, we would do previews and predictions. But as of right now, we're going to have to end this podcast. That being said, is there any final words that anybody want to talk about?
Everyone buy Dragon Quest 11. So Square Enix can see that Dragon Quest is fine over here in the States, and maybe prompt them to release Dragon Age 10. I say Dragon Age, god damn it. Dragon Quest 10, the MMO in the States, cause I would really love to try it out. And I think it would be nice to play.
Yes.
And actually understand what the hell I'm doing.
Yes.
Cause I'll be buying Dragon Quest 11. God damn it! Keep saying Dragon Age. I've been doing that ever since. This will be my first Dragon Quest since Dragon Quest 5. So, I'm hoping it sells well, does well. Oh, and I just remembered the game we were going to talk about too. Ain't that a bitch? What? We'll talk about it next time. Shinobi Strikers. Cause I said something about creative characters and Shinobi Strikers, and you say you didn't like it, and I said I'll touch on that later.
Okay.
But we'll touch on that on the next podcast.
Oh yeah, we will. Now I'm just gonna strike a pose. Cards.
Strike a pose.
Strike a pose like cards.
Every night.